Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Shiv, and today I want to talk to you about something really important, okay? And this is directed specifically to the free to play player base of World of Warships. Are you free to play? Are you always finding that there are ships you'd love to play, but you just can't afford it? You just don't have the money? Maybe you're in college. Maybe you don't have a job. Maybe you're a kid. It happens. Or maybe you have children and all your money has to go to take care of them. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you there's a way you can get around that. It's a very simple way. It is a little bit involved, but it does tend to pay out pretty nicely. Now, as you can see here on this display, we've got 6,901 doubloon. Don't ask. Now, I will tell you this right now, about 2 weeks ago, this was at 0. So in 2 weeks' time of casually applying this method, I've been able to generate almost 7,000 doubloons. That's not bad, ladies and gentlemen. Not bad at all. However, disclaimer, a couple hundred of these came from events in the Italian campaign and what I got from crates, so keep that in mind. So 6,700, still pretty impressive. And this was casually me doing this. I mean, I wasn't doing this method every single day. I wasn't being very min-max about it or very efficient. All right, so please keep that in mind. All right, so you can get these doubloons, rather simple, and you can use them to come here to your armory and purchase the ships you want. Now, I will say some of the newer ships, say like the Ark Royal or some of the other carriers, they're not available. So if you're kind of looking for that, I'm sorry. Maybe complain in the forums to World of Warships and they might add them, but for right now, it's just surface ships that have guns. All right, but there's quite a few of them here. Some really nice ones. You got the Massachusetts, you got the Tirpitz. Okay, maybe not the Tirpitz being good. Alabama is solid. Wichita is decent. Eugen is great. Terrible, not so much. Hood, meh. Atlanta, phenomenal. Indianapolis, good. Z39, Sims, West Virginia. So there's a lot of options there. But let's say this isn't, you don't want to just get ships. What about something else? Well, how about some of these crates right here? Okay, sure, why not? I mean, as it stands right now, we could get 6 of them. But remember, we're coming up to the whole Black Friday and the Santa containers here soon. So this is a really good time to start building up your resources so you can get those things in order to have even more of a payout, because we all know those Santa containers are broken as all hell in terms of paying out. All right, so I'm going to show you how to do this rather simple and easy thing, and I hope you guys will enjoy. Alrighty, so let's get into this. Now, the first thing you're going to need is an Android emulator. BlueStacks, Nox, both of them work. I haven't tested any of the other ones, but let's just keep it simple, BlueStacks and Nox. Next, you're going to want to go to the Google Play Store. You're going to want to look for Free WoWs. You're going to want to install it. Now, before we go any further, it's important for me to lay out a couple things about this. This is a mobile game / app, whatever, and generate doubloons by completing certain tasks. So, as you can see here, Coin Master, Empires and Puzzles, and so on and so on. You're going to download those, you're going to play them up to a certain point, and then you're going to earn your doubloons, all right? There's going to be certain things for that. And because of this, you're going to need to have a Google Play account. It doesn't have to be your main one. It could be one you just made 5 seconds ago. As long as it's a valid one, you're good to go. Next, you're also going to need an email that is registered to World of Warship. Does not have to be your main one, just one that World of Warships recognizes, all right? Just one that's there. Hell, if you know some of your friends' logins, you could use theirs, but that's kind of a douche thing. Just make an email and sign it up for Google Play, and then sign it up for World of Warships. Kind of a simplistic thing, okay? Now, with that said, the reason why I'm telling you this is because you're going to want to do this multiple times and repeat it. Now, I know what some of you are going to go is like, wait, how does that work? Well, this pays out in codes, and I will show you what I mean. Now, this is the original variation of the program, which I will show you right now. Here's the current version that's out now, and here is the previous version. Notice how the fonts and layouts are exactly the same, okay? Now, payouts here were done via code. So, ergo, it's pretty obvious that it's going to be a code yet again, all right? And every time you get 100, they give you a code. Now, they don't deliver it to the account that's listed. They just give you a code. You can actually give this code to a friend if you wanted to, all right? So by having multiple emails and multiple instances left and right, you're going to be able to repeat this process over and over and over again. And part of the way you're going to do that is going to involve, say, like the BlueStacks multiple instance manager, all right? Each one of these instances is a different email associated, a different Google Play associated for what we're doing here, all right? Following along. Good. Now, with that said, you're going to get this, you're going to put it in, and one of the first things you're going to have to do is it's going to ask you for an invite code. Well, here you go. Have this code. Very simple. Now, I will say that by putting this code in, you will be earning me 20% of whatever you earn. So if you earn 2,000, I get 400. It doesn't take anything away from you. It's just basically rewarding me for sharing this with multiple people. Okay, that's it. Now, after you get done with your first instance of this, right, and you want to do another instance, you're going to use your own invite code at that point. That way, you're going to earn off of that as well. So when that one reaches 2,000, now you're going to get 400 plus that 2,000 there. So you're going to want to always come back and check your primary one for each one of these, okay? But long as you're using your personal invite code for each one of your multiple instances that you're doing, you're going to be generating passive income on that main core one. Keep that in mind. Now, if you got some friends you want to get them involved in this, you can give them their codes too, and they're also going to earn for you. By the way, that passive income that you're making, that can also generate income for whoever gave you the code initially. It's just going to be at a much slower rate. All right? Keep that in mind. All right, so you put the code in, which, by the way, this will be in the bottom of the description as well as the link to get the application. You put that in there, and now you get this. All right, first thing you're going to do, you're going to go to your account. You're going to set it to your region. Sorry, Asia, you get kind of boned. And you're going to put the email for what it says here, withdrawal. This is the email you're putting that is registered to World of Warships. So again, if you're using the same email for your Google Play as well as your World of Warships, this is pretty no-brainer. Now, in the previous version, you could use this same email twice on 2 different Google Play accounts. I don't know about this version, but let's just play it safe and say 1 for 1 to make your life simpler. All right? So you put that in there, save the email, and you move on. Next one is payout. Again, it pays out in codes. As I showed you before, these are all entered, so no problem showing you guys that. And then you've got this treasure chest. This is kind of a gamble thing. You get a free one of these a day, and you can possibly win 300 doubloons that way. Or you can open a chest for 5 more. As you can see here, we're at 10. I could open this twice. I will tell you right now, if you look at the jackpot win rate of 0.28%, yeah, you'd have better odds playing a scratch off at 7-Eleven. All right, so it's not really worth it. All right, not really worth it. Okay, so how do you get to the activities to start generating these doubloons? Well, first you click on list of tasks. Next, you're going to click on diamond tasks. Now, before we get into this, silver tasks are something you can do as well. I find that they're a little bit less consistent and not really overly enjoyable for a repeatable process. And they tend to require you to have to report and take screenshots in order to get them to pay out, which, again, not my cup of tea. So I don't generally do them. I normally stick with diamond tasks. All right, so you click on diamond tasks, and boom, you've got all these really cool things that you could possibly do. Some of them are pretty simple, like sign up for, say, like Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN for a low price, and you'll get 800 doubloons. That's not very good. Reach level 20 in War Dragons, get, wow, that's a lot, but that's going to take a lot of time to do. All right, kind of get the idea here. Now, if you want to kind of like streamline it a little bit, you got this whole action one. Discovery one also is pretty good too. I've noticed that this one's not too bad, and it tends to put some of the smaller ones in here. Yeah, I generally just stick with the action. Makes my life easier. All right. And you're going to want to pick some specific ones initially, and I'll tell you the ones that are probably going to be the best for you. Finish level 2 in Board Kings. That one's pretty solid. If you see anything that says Coin Master, also solid. You see any that says Empires and Puzzles, that one's pretty solid, especially if it says like Clear Area 5. Pretty solid. Let's see here. Beat level 38 in Cookie Jam, again solid. Download a free app for a huge token payout, again solid. Now right there, this plus the Board Kings, plus the this right here, that's almost 1,000 you've generated right there, almost 1,000, and you can complete all three of those relatively quick. Keep on scrolling down. Let's see what else we can find here. You could probably get this one done in a few days. This one you can get done in like less than 30 minutes. It's another 42 right there. When you see multiple instances of a game, this one's saying finish level 3. Well, here's the problem. Once you've completed level 2, that pretty much makes this one no-go. Okay? That in mind. Some of them will actually say multiple or earn up to. All right, they'll have multiple instances as long as you can, complete different things in there. I haven't seen too many of them lately, but there have been several. There was a Marvel one that was great for it. Now, not so much, sadly. Let's see. This one's probably relatively doable. So right there, you're already over 1,000. You're at about 12, almost 1,300. And so on and so on. But you kind of get the point here. If you're going to do any of these Viking ones, I'd probably say this one's a really good one to do here, right here. And this is where you're starting to look now at you've just made like 2,400. Alrighty, and that's pretty much it, right? Make an instance, have it attached to where it needs to have attached, download the apps, play the apps, get your doubloons, rinse, repeat. Now, some of the ones that take a little bit more time, you're obviously probably not going to want to be running multiple instances of them unless you're really dedicated. And in all honesty, I would say that you could safely do about 3 without kind of getting burned out of those, and probably come away with some pretty good amounts. I would say that it wouldn't be too unlikely. Like if you really wanted to push and be very gung-ho with it, you could probably push about 10 to 12,000 a week. All right. So when you start doing some multiplication here, let's say 10 times 4, which is a month, you're looking at 40,000 doubloons. All right. That's enough to basically get like the highest package value of, let's say Santa containers or Black Friday containers, etc., etc., or pretty much get yourself 3 or 4 tier 8 premium ships. It's actually going to be about 3 of them. All right, you'll have a ton of options. Now, you don't have to be all gun-ho and do it all at once and grind it all out in huge amounts. You can do this over time. But as we're getting close here to the holiday season with, the whole Santa thing coming probably end of December and or January time, it's going to be a really good time to start doing this and building up so you guys can get the most value out of that event. But again, that's just my opinion. All right, it is what it is. But anyway, I hope this video helped you. And again, thank you for watching. If this helped you, please Leave a like and some comments down below. If you have any questions, I'm more than willing to answer them in the comment section below. Till next time, the ship saying, stay safe, have fun, and may RNGesus bless you. Peace.